First tips question of the day, sponsored by Trantolo and Trantolo. They are serious personal injury lawyers. Keith and Scott are third-generation Trantolos, and their law offices of Trantolo and Trantolo have been around for 85 years in the state of Connecticut, and now they've got 2 offices in New York. What is your favorite non-football thing about the big game?
I don't know. The halftime shows, I think it always, for me, depends on who's doing it. Now, there's been some really good ones. I never expect much. Sometimes I'm a fan of I was a big fan of Prince's. I think that's one of the best ones that stands out to me. But I was also a fan of Lady Gaga's. I thought she killed it. And then, came in. Didn't she, fly in from the top of the stadium?
Paul McCartney was cool. Rolling Stones were cool.
Yeah, those were cool.
It depends on who they throw out there. I thought The Weeknd was cool.
I don't know about that.
Nah.
I didn't even know who he was until I saw him. And I was like, okay, I appreciate this guy now, man. I've heard those songs. I know who he is. I like to put a face to the music.
Right. And the Super Bowl will do that for you.
Absolutely.
I am a fan of the commercials. I've been more of a fan when I was younger because I think the commercials were a little bit better than they are now, but I'm a fan of watching the commercials. Sometimes I don't like leaving because I want to see the commercials. I don't want to get up and go to the bathroom.
I have become, since working with you, a fan of the prop bets and looking around the stadium during the game, and as it comes to a close,
Gatorade color,
getting the Gatorade color, and who are we going to show the most, and who's going to. Yeah, exactly. Just simple things like that.
National anthem length. Be timing it. How many times have you timed the national anthem in the last
10 years? Probably. Because when I first heard someone say, well, it takes 2.5 minutes, over under, I'm like, what? Over under on how fast they sing it?
What are some of the most memorable big game commercials that you can remember?
Well, I remember a lot of the Budweiser ones, even going back I
was a Bud Bowl fan.
Years.
I was
Bud
a Bud
Bowl,
Bowl fan.
but the frogs and the animals, I've always loved the Clydesdales. But when they had the
frogs.
The Bud Light guy, love you, man. Can I have your Bud Light? That kind of stuff.
You're
some
not
of those
getting my Bud Light, Frank.
Nope. But I love the Bud Light.
Let me give you. Let me see if I can quiz the Dibbs, and I'll give you a few or clues on the commercial, and you tell me the product, okay?
All right.
What commercial is titled, "Hey Kid, Catch"?
Coke?
Coca-Cola. Mean Joe Green.
Joe Green, but they've redone it a few times.
I know, but that was the original. Yep. 1980 was the original Hey Kid, Catch. Oh, gosh. Hair Jordan.
Hair Jordan?
Hair Jordan. Hare, Hair Jordan. Kurt, you got an idea?
Something with Space Jam?
Bugs Bunny, Space Jam. Right. Nike was the actual product, but you are right. That is when Jordan and Bugs went off and did a little basketball scene, and that was the Hair Jordan. Oh, I just passed the Budweiser. All right, here's another. Oh, gosh. I wonder if Nick ever remembers this one. Remember when, we were all for 2 or 3 years saying, "What's up?"
Yeah. What's up, guys?
Do you know the product? Nick, do you know the what's up? Yeah.
I think it's Bud Light.
It is. It's Budweiser, too. Budweiser.
Yeah. And Anheuser-Busch.
That's a good one. Hold on. Let me see if I can get some more. Oh, the Talking Baby. Remember the Talking Baby? Talking Baby. The baby was really sophisticated and looked in the camera and actually talked like an adult, like it wasn't a baby. Remember this commercial?
And stockbroker?
2008.
Stocks.
E-Trade. Wow, really good memory there.
They just brought that one back. It's a new campaign again.
Oh, really? Okay. Betty White playing football.
Snickers.
Wow, this guy does pay attention to the ads.
Because they're not yourself.
Correct.
You're not yourself. And so, those are some of the best.
The other Snickers that they brought back is now with Andy Reid doing the Who Are the Chefs?
I think Joe Pesci was one of them. There's some of them are really funny.
Oh, gosh. Buble versus Bubbly. I didn't even remember this. This was 3 years ago. Does this bubbly product even exist anymore?
Yeah, I think it's some kind of drink. Isn't it some kind of like?
I'm guessing. I totally
drink?
forget. Like some of these new ones, I totally
Well,
don't
I'll give
remember.
you one. Cindy Crawford.
Oh, that's Pepsi. That is the classic Pepsi
They
commercial.
brought it back though.
Yes.
They brought it back, and they've now
She's
she's
just like Hollywood. See,
right.
now Madison Avenue can't come up with a new idea either. so we just regurgitate all
they're
this
bringing
stuff
a whole.
that they already paid
I
for.
do like
You are
it
right.
because they brought a whole new genre of music into it. I don't know the girl's name, but they bring her into it with Cindy Crawford now as kind of like an older, supermodel still. And it's kind of like a play on those old commercials. I
There's
kinda
some
dig
of
those.
them I just don't understand why they did stick. Like the Polar Bear Coca-Cola commercial. Like I don't understand why people were.
Cuteness. You
Was
just
that
think it's-
cute? It was like
yeah.
computer generated.
I
Like,
know.
weird looking.
This weird Santa Claus was in a bunch of them too.
I always
mean,
thought,
it's
like, where the hell is that polar bear finding a Coke? And then,
Yeah.
like, polar bears drink pop? Like, no, that.
no.
Kurt's got a
Polar bears rip
caller.
your
Wait.
Face off.
Excellent. Kurt, who you got?
Here's one for you guys. Larry Bird versus Michael
McDonald's.
Jordan playing horse. Yeah.
Shooting you for that Big Mac.
Shooting you for the Big Mac.
And I always thought, like, that was Jordan had a Big Mac. And then Larry Bird's like, I'll play you for it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, what are you going to give up if you lose?
Right.
I always thought that. Like,
Then they brought in Magic Johnson. I mean, but they had the bag of food right now.
Yeah.
This is me because I love fast food.
It's
I
a
know
great
Kurt
commercial,
loves fast
though.
food.
Thanks for the call.
The food's getting cold.
Yeah, I
Well,
thought
you guys
that-
are
I always
shooting it
thought
off the
that, too,
roof,
like-
off the back wall, off of the backboard into the whatever. Man, the food's getting cold.
Right. Like, what do you got, Larry? Like, oh, okay, yeah, I just bought a Big Mac. Play me for it. Then what do you lose? You lose nothing. Like, what Jordan? He knew that
could go
Jordan would
buy
take
a
the
McDonald's
challenge.
right now
Right,
with
exactly.
the change in his pocket.
Exactly. You can afford
Exactly.
a Big Mac.
He's got 20
It's like
kookaroos.
you're so lazy that you're going to take
Right.
Jordan's Big Mac, but this shooting competition goes on for days. I mean, they shoot from Mars, right? Like they're in a spaceship and they end up throwing it off the
Penny Hardaway
rim,
and
off
Little
the
Penny.
backboard. Oh, that's a good one. That's a Nike, right?
That's a Nike.
That's a Nike.
Spike Lee and Jordan.
Must be the shoes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kurt, do you
Gotta be
remember
the
those
shoes.
Spike Lee commercials?
Absolutely.
Oh, my
Gotta be
God.
the
Spike
shoes.
Lee had these giant glasses on, kind of looked like Urkel. And he was always like, promoting Michael Jordan. This is in the 90s.
I think Urkel was in that commercial.
Really?
Maybe I'm just thinking of Spike Lee.
It's Spike
again.
Lee.
Yeah. Urkel was huge.
Urkel was awesome.
Urkel was so huge. My school. Oh my gosh. Like getting back after what was it? Thank TGIF night. And then like everybody talking
Now,
about
wasn't
that Urkel
Urkel's
show.
dad in the show the cop in Die Hard?
Yes, he's
Okay.
a typecast actor.
Damn it.
Always plays a cop.
I got to stop.
Is-
I
yeah.
got to get out of the house more.
Yeah, you do.
I love commercials, man. Come on. Those are the best things during the Super Bowl.
Let's play some. Why not? You want to play some coming
Yeah,
up? Some
let's play
commercials?
some. Let's play
All right,
some
let's do some commercials.
All right. When we come back, Super Sound, and then the guy you've been waiting for all week, Brandon Lang
Yeah.
from BrandonLang.com,
Woo.
where you should put your money on the big game. We'll be right back on the Rob Dibble Show with Ben Darnell on your afternoon drive. Kurt, Nick in the back room. We'll be right back on Fox Sports Radio.